Hi all, this is Kelly with the Appalachian Booksmith, and I'm really excited to be here. I've got a new iPad and I've got a new method for making books, and this is really exciting. I've always wanted to make a grungy fabric covered book, and I was fortunate enough just to be kind of flipping through the channels that I'm subscribed to, and I saw Tracie Fox making a fabric cover or a panel for a cover using free motion stitching, and it was part of a challenge that she did with some other people, and I'll link all that to this video. And what she did was she took layers of fabric and then did free motion circles over that fabric, and then she cut pieces out of it and exposed those, and I just absolutely thought it was beautiful, so I decided to do the same. So I used this pink fabric, is from a vintage shop, and I think it came from an old dress, I can't remember. Underneath of this is all fabrics of mine that I use for quilting, so those are quilting fabrics. And I added this little doily like she did. Honestly, I just absolutely copied her because what she did was beautiful. So I added a cutout doily, except I went ahead and attached that part. And I added like a little, this is a vintage button. And this right here is actually not. This is part of a bead collection. So it's a newer button and a vintage button on there. So I was very excited because the book it's crunchy. Hopefully you can hear that. I like old crunchy books. So I was thrilled to death when I got it to make the crunchy noise. I did name her Grateful. This came in the mail. I got a Flowish journal, just surprised. Someone surprised me with Happy Mail that I didn't expect. And it was amazing. My father had died that just a day prior, and someone sent me this beautiful package, and they had no idea. It was just perfect timing. And this was in here. So I decided to name her Grateful. Inside, I used, I think this is a hanky. It was an unused hanky. There was a pack of them I found at an antique store. So I decided to go ahead and use that. And then I didn't want to put too much stuff in here. So what I did is I included all kinds of stuff that can be used for journaling. So there's some ribbon, there's different cutouts, there's Tim Holtz pieces, tags, things. Honestly, I can't even remember where all this came from, but I included that. And I also included this envelope, which by the way, these are also attached with these pretty little paper clips. But I included this envelope, which has a sticky back to it. You peel it off, that can be put anywhere in the journal. And inside of this envelope, we have just more items that could be used for journaling, more lace, tags, envelopes, things of that nature. There is one signature, it is sewn in, and we have, this is coffee dyed parchment paper. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that's been printed on. We have an envelope here, and I've got a little paper clip, and there are some cards in here. And the back of them are, particularly this one, they're plain so they can be journaled on. And on this side I have a little tuck spot, and in the tuck spot again there's a journaling card. There's this little card that opens up and can be written on. And this is on coffee dyed paper. This is 2 envelopes hooked together, the other envelopes on the other side. And there's some little recipe cards in here that have been backed so you can use them for journaling. There is cardstock. This is a homemade envelope. This is the flap of it. There's music paper. This here is vintage, I think it's wallpaper samples, and it is very delicate. I put some washi tape on it in some places. This is wax covered paper. I love it. Again, it's crunchy. Eco dyed, more coffee dyed, journaling card. There's a little paper clip here with these pictures on it, more coffee dyed, more wallpaper, scrapbook paper, another little tag. This is tea dyed, and it's tea dyed on grid paper. And then you just have all the other side. There's a lot of paper in here for having one signature that has been sewn in. It really is a lot of paper, and it's a lot of fun paper. This could be used for so much. Here's the other side of that envelope, and then there's another journaling card in there. And here is some ephemera, and you'll notice that some of the ephemera is pretty old, like from the 30s, 20s and 30s. It's real ephemera that I stuck in here. I thought this was cute. I found these old button cards. I've got probably 30 or 40 of them from an antique shop, and I sewed it on to make a tuck spot. And there's an actual one of these little library envelopes off of a Shakespeare book. It's the real deal. These are all journaling cards just with the backs on them. And then another little paper clip, another little journaling card. And then in the very back, there's another pocket made in that linen. There's also several, I didn't even point them out. I think throughout I've got little pins. This one's a little key. And again, another one of my little paper clips. This one has an out on it. And you open it up and you've got a little book. It's all tea dyes, and I absolutely fell in love with this. It says, I don't want to offend nobody, focusing. I thought that was so cute. So I stuck that in there. So you have this little journaling book. And then if you open this flap, and this is, by the way, this was a little bag I made out of, well, somebody else actually made this for me, out of just some 12 by 12 paper. And inside of here, I just threw some other journaling cards and these couple other little books that are in there. They don't necessarily match the theme, but I didn't want to choose the theme for this journal, so I tried to mix it up a bit. Everything from Tim Holtz to tickets to nature stuff, anything like that I could find. This book is going on my Etsy store, which is Appalachian Booksmith, and it will be linked. I'm very excited about it. Again, it's crunchy, and I will link everything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope I didn't mess up too much recording on the new iPad. Who knows? I've got a few more videos coming out because I just did a series of children's books, and I made 3 journals with those, and I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are having a great day.